Namaste, I am Dr. H.S. Prema, dietitian. There is a narrative going on to say that plant-based protein will not suffice body's protein demands. Some even go to the extent to say large majority of the Indians are vegetarians. That is why they are smaller when compared to Europeans. If that is the case, why Japanese and Chinese are smaller than Indians in spite of eating meat? Let us evaluate this plant protein and animal protein, and let us evaluate a diversified food culture to decide which food is best for our ethnicity. Diversity is the order of the nature. We see diversity in almost all spheres of life. We see diversity in genetic components, in ethnicity, in body color, in body structure, etc. etc. The body color and the structure, it represents a particular ethnicity of a particular geographical region. Brown skin with brown thick hair is natural for Indians. Yellow tinged pale skin with narrow slit eyes represents Mongoloid features, origin be traced to Southeast Asian countries. Similarly, dark skinned with dark curly hair is to Africa. Pale skin with freckles and pale hair is to Europe. So diversity is natural for mankind. Diversity is noticed not only in genetic components, it is noticed even in food culture also. The diversified food culture is more prominent with varied varieties. If someone comes and says he had idli sambar, you can easily identify him as a South Indian. Dal roti represents the northern part of Indian food culture. Similarly, dokla to Gujarat, dal bati churma to Rajasthan, hummus to Greece, fish and chips to England, hamburgers to America, pizza to Italy. If one claims the superiority of food culture to other food culture, it is not correct. It is scientifically improper. Nurturing and restoration of this beautiful diversified humanity is the duty of all of us. Food choice, its preparation and eating style represents the food culture of a particular ethnicity of a particular geographical region. Food culture is not developed by overnight. It is passed on to us from our ancestors. They knew what is good for our ethnicity by practice. They were not influenced by market, not by the advertisement. Food choice of a community speaks one's in-depth knowledge about his body's ability to assimilate the nutrients present in the food. Indians' food culture can be traced back to Vedic period. Vedas scripted the values of food. Vedas in fact divided foods into three major groups called Sattvic, Rajas and Tamas. Bhagavan Sri Krishna has said which food is ideal for whom. He recommends particular food group based on one's mental and physical ability. Our food culture is based on Vedic nutrition. We are imbibed to that kind of food and the body uses that food well and it gives maximum health and mental happiness to the eater. Frontier nutrition also supports the same concept. Frontier nutrition divides foods based on its chemical components and recommends based on geographical region, age, gender and physical activity. So, what is good for one will not be good for the other person. Indians have practiced to develop particular type of food culture. Generally, Indians are lactovegans and not practiced to eat meat on regular basis for eons. Some may claim to say they are non-vegetarians, but their fleshy food intake is on occasion because their ancestors have told them eating fleshy food on regular basis will antagonize the system. There are so many factors that influence our food choice and food culture. The important factors are the ethnicity evolved in a particular geographical region and the plants evolved in that particular geographical region, the climate in which the ethnicity is living in, and the genetic component, all these factors function synergistically and tells us which food is ideal for us. And we Indians are practicing that kind of food since time immemorial. If a non-vegetarian food is fed to an Indian, it will play havoc in the body. Let us hone in on to know the scientific reason behind this. If fleshy food is ingested to your vegetarian body on regular basis, the hypothalamus will reject these nutrients because animal protein and animal fat will have different chemical structure than plant protein and plant chemical. The Indians are used to plant protein and plant chemical, and hypothalamus treats that as a strange element. These strange elements will not utilized or will not assimilated in the body, will be simply moving around in the body and play mischief. That results into metabolic disorders. In other words, I can say the chemical components present in the body should recognize the chemical components or nutrients present in the food. The meat protein tries to open the metabolic function. It is like you are using a wrong key to open the wrong lock. Lock may break or key may get bent. There are certain policies, certain meat industries, certain activists, hotel management schools, gym and fitness center may influence our food culture. They may even go to the extent to say meat protein is mandatory for growth, for height and for muscular body. It is noticed the meat consumption in India is increasing. I have seen in my clinic that parents who are vegetarians are forcing their children to eat fleshy food in the name of growth. Various studies have established the Indians who have settled in foreign land have changed their food culture, are more susceptible to diabetes, coronary heart diseases, irregular menstrual cycle, obesity, etc. etc. One may change one's language, dress, place and religion, but ethnicity or genetic component cannot be changed easily. This should be remembered. First of all, why one has to grow taller and muscular? This is not a deciding fact of a health. Even in sports, players' skills play a more important role than his physical structure. Then why on earth one has to grow unnecessarily and one has to change their food culture for no benefit? Some may say growing taller and muscular body is more beautiful to look at it, but I say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. I think it is relevant to remember what had happened in England. Meat industry converted herbivorous cows into carnivorous to produce more beef. Cows behaved violently and developed incurable fatal disease called mad cow's disease. You know what the meat industry did? They ate the bullet. They killed all the cows in one go. I tell you, this meat industry is highly diabolical to make maximum profit in minimum time. You may argue with me that cow's genes are different. Yes, I do agree with you. There is no dispute in that. But my point is, if you are a vegetarian, continue to eat a vegetarian diet because our genes are so well used to that, and our hypothalamus recognize the chemical components present in the vegetarian food. Many nutritional pioneers like Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, Dr. C. Gopalan and many dietitians have said, well-planned plant-based diet will meet all the nutritional demands of the body. Then why on earth one has to change one's food culture for no benefit? In the area of food groups, proper selection of food is the integral part of the health. So think twice before you change your food culture. Namaste.